Welcome back to year number 2 of the Carolina Panthers rebuild. We got our franchise QB. We traded the dude made of glass that we thought was our franchise wide receiver, and we've got an offense that I think is going to the playoffs. So our official starting lineup going into year number 2 for the first game against the Cardinals is going to be Joseph Burden. We're going to have Jonathan Brooks there. We're going to have Drake London. Xavier Legette is our wide receiver 3. Tobin's going to be our wide receiver 2. But he's also going to be our slot receiver, so Legette is like a de facto kind of wide receiver 2, I guess, at this point. Offensive line is okay. The right side is a little bit better than I would probably say the left side overall, but we've got morale issues all across the board. I think Devon Jones is going to turn around and be a fantastic ad for us, but there's still some question marks here. On defense, I feel like we're in probably the best spot we've been in for a while. I know DJ Johnson's not super highly rated. Tim Farrell's going to be a stud. I think Overshown's going to be a stud as well. Trevin Wallace is going to get some playing time, and Trevin Wallace might move to right outside linebacker at some point. We still want to kind of play that one by ear a little bit. Then you go down here, you see we got J.C. Horn as our top corner. Brandon Stevens is our number 2 guy. Eric Stokes is our 3. Then we've got Barno on the edge with like 92 speed. He should be so fun to watch. Derek Brown back in the middle. Boogie Basham beside him in the middle. And then Jadeveon Clowney on the edge. And we have Max Ramsey over there as our other safety. So him and Jordan Fuller with Metellus kind of playing a couple different positions as well. Kind of linebacker, kind of safety. This should be a really fun defense. So the Cardinals still look pretty much like the same team as before. Buda Baker's there, Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride. But as you kind of go down, you notice they have Jordan Mason. So it looks like their run game got significantly better. Kyler's still not doing super well. He's only a 78 overall right now. They did draft a rookie behind him and Michael Watson. We'll kind of see what happens there. But Kyler's still really good in the game despite having kind of a lower rating. But Jordan Mason with Trey Benson behind him. And then a wide receiver, it's Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson, Zay Jones, Tawan Palmer, and then Nick Ruiz, who's the new rookie they just brought in this year. And then behind Trey McBride is just going to be Gil Dixon, who's actually a really highly rated rookie. A 75 overall rookie, 85 speed. Could be a future trade target. Kind of look at their secondary here. Murphy Bunning, Mike Hilton they picked up. Max Melton's going to get a lot of playing time. Contrell Clark, Garrett Williams. Like, they've got a pretty decent secondary, but nothing that we're really afraid of. At free safety, Jalen Thompson, and then at strong safety, Buda Baker, who, again, we always have to be worried about. You got 2 of the fastest quarterbacks in the NFL right now facing off. Kyler Murray, Joseph Burden. We're about to see what happens. The good news for us is we're playing at home today, so Kyler's got to prove that he's still got it out here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Joseph Burden gets a debut in front of the home fans that are desperately waiting for the answer. Bryce Young still chilling on the roster, but Joseph Burden is the guy leading us out of the tunnel today. Hopefully he's helping us go back in the tunnel with a win later on. And there's our first round pick, 94 speed. Pretty high awareness overall, but the question is, can he get the job done on the field? This ain't college anymore. The squad is coming out with a brand new offense, switching to New Orleans playbook. We're going to try to keep things easy for our guy. Let him get a couple reads and the rookie-to-rookie connections there. Switching our run, trying to get Jonathan Brooks to the edge, and he's brought down. Burden back under center here, a little 3rd and 5 action. He's got Sanders trying to flow one, and Sanders, where are the hands at? So the offense didn't look great. We had a nice little pass to Tobin, and then after that, it didn't look great. And Marvin Harrison Jr. with a big catch and run. Trey Benson in the backfield along with Kyler. Looks like we're going to get him a stop in the backfield as he gets brought down for maybe a loss of 1, but there's going to be a penalty on the play. We'll see what it is. Perfect. Holding on the offense. We will absolutely take that. We're sorry, Froholt. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you for the penalty. Kyler back under center this time. We're going to watch the running back out of the backfield. Little play action. Nice hit on Kyler. They get McBride, but I think it's going to be holding again. This is an undisciplined team. Okay, Arizona. Something you don't see very often is 1st and 29. And I'm glad that's not us seeing that. Tim Farrell gets his first tackle of his young career. Kyler doing a lot of single back. Used to see him more so in shotgun. The blitz is there, and the guys bring him down. What a stop on the defense. I talked about it pregame, and Josh Metellus playing a couple of different positions. You saw him there, blitzing out of the slot, and absolutely got pressure with a couple of other people making sure that it got done. But Kyler goes down, and he goes down a second time. Johnson and Clowney in there getting it. Oh, Jadeveon Clowney turning back the clock. Burton should have some of the butterflies going. He's got an opportunity to really step in and get something going here. Not a lot. Throws it over the top, and that's nearly picked. Burton back out here in the Wildcat. We're going to see what we can do here. We're going to try to get a little crazy with him. You're going to have some things reminiscent of maybe Mr. Cam Newton out here. It's Joseph Burton out of the Wildcat is going to pick up the biggest run of his young career, 39 yards. That is definitely proof you can expect to see some unconventional things here with Burton. If he's able to come out of the Wildcat and do things like that, that's what we need to see. More than anything, though, we want to see him absolutely throwing the ball left and right, down the middle, every which way, and getting vertical yards for this offense. But if he can run it too, we're okay with that. The offense has been a little slow. We're seeing some flashes, but you can tell we're trying to figure things out right now. Little dump off here. Jonathan Brooks. Plenty of room in front of him. Nice moves. He should have the first down on that, and I believe he does. Burton's going to send Brooks out of the backfield. He's the only guy there. Play clock kind of winding down inside the red zone. And that was thrown away. 2nd and 10 from the 10. Burton this time is going to hold on to it. I think there's going to be a holding penalty. He gets hit a couple of times, goes down, but we know what time it is. Holding on the offense. It's just a question of who is it on? Austin! We're going to replace you. So instead of a pretty easy play, we find ourselves with not so fun yardage. And Burton is going to go down. Had a couple of guys, but couldn't find any of them. So 3rd and 26. We were making fun of the Cardinals earlier for being crazy with the yardage. Burton, an opportunity. Ja'Tavion Sanders. That one was thrown behind him, but his first career touchdown pass is going to go to Ja'Tavion Sanders, a guy that maybe is not going to be in the team next week. We'll see. Carolina's defense has their back against the wall right now, though, as Arizona's got a crucial 3rd and 1, and they hand it off. We thought it might have been a play fake, and J.C. Horn stops him at the 6. Farrell and company need to stop here. 1st and goal. Kyler in shotgun with Benson. We're not seeing a lot of Jordan Mason in today's game, and Overshown brings him down at the 4. Ooh, one of our guys jumped off. They're not going to call it. They go with the run. Benson has nowhere to go as Trevor Wallace brings him down. 3rd and goal. This might be 4-down territory. We'll see what Arizona elects to do here, but Kyler under center. Looking for a throw. Kyler scrambling. We know we've seen this before. And Kyler Murray takes it in the end zone to tie this game up. And then he hits us with that dance. We pick up here with 4 minutes left here in the second half, or first quarter. First half, words are hard. Burton, though, is going to try to get the scramble. Makes it look easy, and he smartly gets down in bounds. Inside the red zone, Burton back under center. Got an opportunity to make something happen. Sees a check down opportunity. Off a helmet it goes. Burton again adjusting to the NFL. In his first game, he's looked solid. He's had some great moments, but he's had some moments that we just also would like to forget right now. Sends a man in motion completely. Sees the underneath. That's a high throw, and Leggett is going to bring it down for 3rd and 4. 3rd and short. What do we have here? A scary one. Brooks is going to make the catch. There is a penalty on the play. Is that going to be on our guys yet again, or maybe there's going to be pass interference? It's week 1 of the NFL season, and holding penalties are rampant right now. Come on, Aquanu. Burton's team is not helping him at all right now. This is absolutely tough for him. We're going to try to figure it out. But he's going to need to get something major here. He steps up in the pocket, decides to run. He's going to get his team in a decent field goal on 4th and 9. So the first we're going to see of our kicker all season. This one should be up and good. He drills that one. We've got 3 more points on the board. We just got to do a little bit of something on defense. Arizona's got an opportunity here in 3rd and 6 to make a play. We're trying to hold him to a field goal. Kyler sees an opportunity. Kyler is still running. Can anyone get Kyler? The answer is no. With 30 seconds left, Kyler takes the lead in the first half, and that's why he's special. Pick up here in the 3rd quarter. Kyler Murray's on the ground, has been cooking us. Whoa, is that on the offense or defense? Come on now. Give us some sort of good news. Unbelievable. So now Kyler has got an opportunity to hand it off to Benson, and Trey Benson's been having a good game. One thing Kyler's done so far today is just do a really good job of making sure he hands it off on the read options to his running back, and Trey Benson's been having a game. Okay, maybe Trey Benson hasn't been having a game. He's only at 37 yards on 10 attempts, so some of those haven't been great. But he's had some really good runs today. Play clock winding down. He sends Benson out of motion. We know it's a pass. We're going to watch for the streak on the inside by Marvin Harrison Jr. Goes for the check down. We've got the tackle. Make it 3rd and 8. Tim Farrell's trying to hype up this defense. He knows he's got to lock in here. We've got to make sure we keep our eyes on Kyler Murray, too, who has been cooking. And I believe that's Michael Wilson Jr. with the touchdown this time. Kyler's on fire. Down 11 points here as the 3rd quarter's got about 2 minutes left. We're going to try to get in the end zone. We've had some trouble in the red zone. I think we've been trying to pass a little bit too much. And Jonathan Brooks is in the end zone. That is going to give us a much closer game right now. That's what we got to do. Rely on the run game. Flex on him, Jonathan. It's your time to shine. Now a big opportunity here as well for us. We got to stop on defense. We apparently went for 2. Didn't get it. They didn't let us go for 2. And Jonathan Brooks, look at this man run the football. Burton back under center again. We're relying on the run game. If it's working, make Arizona stop it. And Jonathan Brooks with a 6-yard run in that play. 2nd and 4. The pressure gets to Burton. He's got to get rid of that one. Culver makes a huge play for Arizona. It's just a massive pickup for them in the offseason. Burton again. Feels the pressure, goes up the middle, and nobody is able to touch him. We're going to take the lead now. Carolina's on top. So Arizona gives the ball right back to us. We've got a 3-point lead with about 3 minutes and some change. We are trying to milk the clock, hopefully not get any holding penalties, and walk out of here with the first W of the season. And so far, we're doing it on the back of Jonathan Brooks, who's been stellar today, almost at 100 yards in the afternoon. He's been hitting the edge, and Arizona has no answer. A great spin move, and I think it's going to be coming back because we did see a flag on the play and late down the field. And what are they saying? This is going to be another holding penalty. Austin Corbett, come on, man. So Burden now knows, okay, things are a little bit more difficult. There's a chance we probably have to pass on this drive at some point. But Brooks, again, finds a way to dance and picks up 7. 2-minute warning officially hit. Jonathan Brooks looking for some running room, gets a decent gain, about 6 yards. Brooks officially at 100 yards after that carry. We're going to see if we can get a little read option game going here. Burton opting to keep one. Burton, oh, he was so close to getting that, and they're going to use their timeout. As much as we want to go for that one, we just can't. It's too risky to give them the ball back at this side of the field. So we're going to punt it. It hurts to do this, but it's the right move. We got pretty good coverage out here. Trevor Wallace is going to be in there to make the tackle, and they've got to go a long distance just to tie it up with one timeout. 143, one timeout in a dream right now for Arizona. They've got to go a long distance just to make this one competitive. And Kyler off to a run, and we're going to get a hit on him. 4 yards. Kyler right back to it again. The same thing he was doing earlier, but he gets a hit this time, and it goes down. So the ball does fall incomplete on that last play. Kyler, though, out here. He's been dangerous on the ground. He's going to try to run. Tim Farrell can't get to him. He's too fast, and we bring him down by Stokes. Again, another opportunity for Arizona. And this time he goes down. Barno with his speed off the edge. Massive play, 2nd and 21 now. Arizona has no timeouts. They use their last timeout after Kyler Murray goes down. Thanks to Barno getting a nice hit on him. They go for a check down. We've got our guys there, and Trevor Wallace gets them 3rd and 15. Got to be careful of them trying to get out of bounds. And they go right to the sideline, and Harrison Jr. gets them out. 20 seconds, 4th down and 8. This could be ball game right here. Murray in shoddy. Goes for the drag route. We got guys there. Trey McBride. We get a late hit. It doesn't matter. He stays in bounds or goes out of bounds after that. The first game of the season, just showing this season is going to be a roller coaster of emotions. 13 seconds. Arizona still alive. Kyler doing what he can right now. Kyler, lots of room, fakes the scramble and throws it away. You could almost sense there that Kyler realized he doesn't have any timeouts. If he runs up the middle of the field, he could be pulling a Dak Prescott. He doesn't want to do that. Kyler's going to throw one on the run. We got 11 people down there, and J.C. Horn's going to come up with it. We could go down, but J.C. Horn sees real estate in front of him, and he's buying the property. J.C. Horn breaks the tackle from Trey Benson, and with no time on the clock, if you bet it was going to be a 3-point game, you were wrong. Carolina football is getting their first W. And that's going to give us our first W this season. We are turning this team around. Joseph Burton did an incredible job. Kyler Murray played incredible today. You cannot say anything bad about Kyler Murray. His only interception comes on the game's final play. Sometimes you just get out coached, and that's what we did today. Recapping the first game of the season, Kyler Murray 17-23, a touchdown, 1 interception. Joseph Burton had 1 touchdown, no interceptions, but Kyler also was really good on the ground game. While Brooks had 100 and a touchdown, Kyler Murray ran for 49 and 2 touchdowns, along with Joseph Burton going 9 for 87 and a touchdown. I'm gonna be honest, I see the vision. Joseph Burton, some stuff to clean up, but I think he's the truth. In the air, Marvin Harrison balled out 6 for 94. You see that we had Jonathan Brooks involved a little bit. Michael Wilson caught a touchdown. Our lone touchdown catch today was by Jatavian Sanders. He showed some good moments. I think he's going to earn another week or 2 on the roster. But if he starts slipping up, I think that backup tight end for Arizona could be coming to Charlotte. Defensively, Trevor Wallace was great, as was Eric Stokes. We got to the quarterback a couple of times today. Amari Barno, we put him at defensive end. It was a questionable decision from a lot of people, but 2 sacks shows me that he's absolutely going to be the right guy there. Overshone and Johnson both get a half a sack, as well as Clowney and Metellus, who again, Metellus was in there for a little bit, but made a massive impact. The interception, J.C. Horn, 100 yards. Did it matter at the end of the game? No, but that touchdown going back was a thing of beauty. We're jumping into a little press conference here. We're saying next question. We have no idea what the first question was. But Coach, how do you feel about the result in your season opener? I'm going to say I feel pretty good about that. We're very happy now with how the players battled. We did what we needed to. Burton, a little rusty there, but who deserves the most credit from our week 1 performance? This is a tough one. I'm going to say the defense, because I feel like they did pretty well. I know that Kyler did some Kyler things, but the interception at the end and some big stops we had were absolutely massive. Which player got the game ball? Ooh, I'm going to say one of the starting CBs or safeties, because to me, JC Horn is going to absolutely get that. Josh Metellus coming up in the box as well, playing really strong. That made sense. I'm sure your players will have a reaction to you saying that. Of course. So your CB1, CB2, free safety 1, and strong safety 1. I appreciate your words in the press and will receive a +3 to play rec and man coverage this week. What is the offense going to do? Are they upset? No, they seem to be fine. Now, before we jump into our next game, we got a couple of upgrades here. Joseph Burton, most notably, is a guy that we're excited to get an upgrade for here. We're going to keep upgrading field general because it gives him medium, short, and deep accuracy. Typically, not always, but he's up to a 78 overall. He does have a -2 morale at the moment because of some stuff that happened in week 1. But the raw accuracy, deep, mid, short, and run all go up +1. So we look at his ratings right now. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot for him as a rookie quarterback. If you kind of look at where he's at, we're going to find out his depth trait probably after this game. We should have a pretty good idea of what that is. That makes me excited as well. Maybe he's a star. Maybe he's a superstar. Maybe he's an X factor. We'll never know. Well, we will after this game. Josh Metellus was making big plays for us in the previous game. We're going to continue upgrading his run support. There's a decent chance he moves to linebacker at some point for us, but zone coverage goes up, as does pursuit, awareness, block shedding, hit power, and play rec. I'm here for it. Xavier Legette, a guy that we didn't really see much of in the previous game. I think we're going to keep working on that. We just got to get him more involved. We got to get really our passing attack more involved, but we were just focusing on winning that game and figuring out what our guys can do, but a nice boost for him here as well. And I know I said the corners and the secondary was probably the reason why we won the previous game in the press conference. Realistically, it's probably Amari Barno. Barno was an absolute legend. He was getting to the quarterback, putting pressure, had 2 sacks in his first game as a defensive end for us, gets +2 finesse moves, +1 to power moves, and to tackle. And if you kind of look at his ratings, you can see why I have him there in the edge. 92 speed, 93 excel. He's got some work to do there. He's raw, but high pursuit, good hit power. This guy could be a really good defensive end. We just need him to have a little bit more time and to work on his stuff some more. Now, taking a sec to examine what Tampa Bay's got from their roster. Obviously, Wirfs and Winfield Jr. are still there, but their big guy they brought in this offseason was Charvarius Ward. He was really the top end free agent. Mike Evans is still there. Vita Vea, Jamel Dean, Chris Godwin. Matthew Judon is here as well. So, okay, Baker is still about an 81 overall. They have Desmond Ridder and Mac Jones. Actually, they have 2 of the guys from the same draft class kind of brought in here. Rashad White and Bucky Irving and Kenneth Gainwell. So the running back room is pretty solid overall. And then behind Mike Evans and Godwin, they have Kadarius Toney. Kerry Welch is going to be a rookie with decent speed. Trey Palmer, who's an absolute speedster. And then Jalen McMillan, who's still trying to find his way. And then behind Ward and Dean, they're going to have Zion McCollum, kind of an unproven guy, I think, right now. Actually, no, he's up to an 80 overall, so never mind. He's not unproven, and he's got crazy speed. Starling Thomas V and Marcus Chaney, a rookie they drafted this year. They have Antoine Winfield, again, at free safety, and a strong safety. They're going to have Jordan Whitehead. So there's a pretty talented secondary here. We're probably going to rely on our run game like we did in the previous week, but I need the passing game to be more explosive. Jonathan Brooks absolutely carried the offensive load last week. Now let's see what happens. Burton versus Baker. Which one of those guys comes out with a W? I'm hoping it's us. But this is hostile territory. A division game. This is like a rainy game right now. There is rain coming down like crazy. We've got our work cut out for us. Can we get a W at Raymond James Stadium? We're about to see. And there comes our hopefully franchise quarterback, Mr. Joseph Burton. Week 1, he was solid, but I'm going to need more. Okay, I'm asking for more. 14-20, $179, 1 touchdown. It's not terrible, but it's not what I'm expecting. Burton is going to be under center. We're going to send Tobin in motion. We got to find a way to get this man involved because he is so ungodly quick that we need to make sure that he's got the ball in his hands multiple times. Tampa obviously feeling a little bit of pressure off of that. We're going to hand this ball off to Jonathan Brooks. Runs into his own man. Could have had a first if he didn't. See what he did last week? 17 for a hundo and a touchdown. I need more of that. Well, 2nd and 3, he's going to send his running back in motion. Halfback is wide open off the back of the calf. That's a new one. Even Burton can't believe it, isn't you see that? So big 3rd and short. We're pretty much in midfield right now. It might be 4 down territory, honestly, for this Carolina Panthers squad. Moving a man in motion. Brooks should be absolutely wide open here. Great block off the edge. Brooks, plenty of room in front of him. It's going to go down with the prom tackle, and we get 24 yards off that. Burton's got Brooks in the backfield. We're in a heavy same formation. If we can get to the edge, that's a whole lot of room here for him. A nice spin move, and he's going to go down after about 11 or maybe 10. Our goal with Burton, though, is to make teams realize that they absolutely have to put pressure on him. If you let him get out in the open field, he's going to be a problem. Here, he might have his guy, Drake London. Doesn't have that, so he checks down. He's got Tobin. Tobin's going to get what looks to be 7. Big second down, 3 yards to go. Sanders wide open across the middle. Can the big fella get in the end zone? He does. Okay, he's a keeper. The drop that he had in week 1 scared us a little bit, but this, okay, we're trading him. I've seen the dance moves. We're trading him. Now Baker and Tampa having a pretty solid drive here. They found themselves just past midfield. They're going to send a man in motion. Trevor Wallace kind of shadowing a little bit. Tampa knows this is a crucial 3rd and 17. They need a lot of yards here. Baker trying to show the wheels. Baker almost gets it. Clowney's able to bring him down, however. We find ourselves in 3rd and 4. Tampa, again, did get that field goal a little earlier. We've got Drake London. Drake London with a great catch. Could be his biggest catch of the game by far. It breaks a tackle or two, and Drake gets us down to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal in the red zone. We scored on the first drive. Can we score on this one right here? We're going to actually bring Brooks underneath a little bit. Send Tobin a little bit more across the middle. Burton makes some quick adjustments. Burton's out here scrambling, trying to get to the edge. He maybe gets about 2. 2nd goal, we're going to send Tobin in motion again. He's been great at these little jet sweeps. He's going to take one to the house this time. Tobin, welcome to the end zone, young fella. It's about time. Week number 2, his first touchdown ever, and of course, due to stanky leg. Tampa did get a touchdown. It had a pretty long drive, but with 2 minutes left here in the first half, we've got an opportunity to go get some points of our own to keep this lead growing. Burton sees daylight in front of him. He's going to try to branch out of the sideline. Maybe he should have kept up north instead of going east-west. Clock's running. We still have all 3 of our timeouts. We don't want to call anything too early here. Sanders, though, does get a first down and then a little bit more. We're going to use our first timeout here. I'm liking the poise we're seeing from Burton so far. A decent amount of pressure from Tampa Bay, but he's still out there. Speaking of being out there, he's got a chance. A spin move doesn't really go anywhere. Runs into his own man. 40 seconds in a dream right now. Burton again still doing a good job on 2nd and 6. Throws one. It's a little bit too high in. Tobin has it and drops it. Come on, Rook. Tobin shows so much just unbelievable in-air adjustments. And then he makes that play. We're going to use our second timeout. What a grab. He makes up for it. 26 seconds. The pressure is real. We're going to see a drop down here. They're going to call a penalty on the play. No way that's on our quarterback, right? There's no way. The fix is in. Our quarterback can't believe. I know, Rook. I'm on your side. 21 seconds left now for our guys. Oh, this is going to be close. London's going to hold on to that. We use our final timeout maybe a little too early. So, Coach Good Game Brother let his quarterback know you cannot throw this ball short of the end zone. You cannot get sacked either. You've got to get this ball into the end zone. This guy's got to step. Sanders over the top. Sign him to a lifetime contract. Sanders is him. Now, there was an interception on defense. We've got the ball, again, in great field position, and we have not run the football nearly as much as we should have. In the rain, we've been passing a lot, and to be fair, it's worked out really well, but we got to make sure that Brooks is getting plenty of carries. Burton and Brooks in the backfield. Nice little run. They end up stopping him, though, pretty much at the line. Finding ourselves in a 3rd and 6. Burton sees the vision, gets it to London, but we can't get the block from Tobin. That could have been great. So, unfortunately, we're going to line up here, let our kicker do what he's got to do. We would have loved to have had another touchdown here, but we will take a 14-point lead despite it all. We found ourselves in the red zone again, a 1-point lead. Tampa Bay just knocking on the doorstep. Gonna send a man in motion. Beautiful play call. Burton is going to keep this one. Boot, scoot, boogie. He's in the end zone. And I think we got our franchise quarterback. Bryce Young, enjoy the bench because this is Burton's team right now. I'm telling you. The young franchise quarterback putting us in a great spot. Now it's up to the defense with an 8-point lead. Can they do their job? Baker trying to do a dot, and he throws a beautiful route here. Tampa Bay's in the red zone now. 1st and goal. From the 10, and look at Tim Farrell get in the backfield and make sure he slows down Bucky Irving. Farrell's having a really good start to his rookie campaign. They go with a run. They had our guys locked up. Trevor Wallace is going to bring him down at the 1. Biggest play of the game. 3rd and goal from the 1. They're in single back. They go with a run. He tries to jump. The ball was out. What a play. He still recovers it, though. I can't quite tell if that was Wallace or Farrell that got in there on that play, but oh my God, what a hit on the running back to keep him out of the end zone. Now, obviously, 4th and goal. They got to go for it here. We're trying to get our guys in the backfield, and we do. Farrell makes the tackle to stop this one. Now we just got to do our job on offense. The problem we have now, though, is we're not out of it just quite yet. If they get a safety, we are in big trouble. They're loading the box. We're going to give it to Brooks. Brooks trying to get to the edge. And something that's been synonymous with our team so far is penalty after penalty. We get the play we needed, but it's going to be, is it on Corbett? Is it on Corbett? It's on Sanders. We're back to wanting a trade-in. So our run play that got us out of the doghouse is putting us right back into it because of the penalty. But look at this, Brooks, a beautiful run up the middle, and that's pretty much going to do what we needed to. Burton's going to adjust the play. Didn't like the side it was being called to. Brooks doesn't really find anywhere to go and only gets 1. 2-minute warnings officially here. Our guys have got to lock in. Giving it to Brooks and hoping he can just steer the team right. You've got to be kidding me. Brooks making plays in the offensive line. I'm pretty sure is letting this man down. This is criminal. Another holding penalty with Brooks making play after play. It's Damian Lewis this time. Jonathan Brooks has to be gassed right now. This man has ran 30, 40 yards for no reason because his O-line just making terrible, terrible plays. And he's still finding a way to stay upright and make it 3rd and 7. Got ourselves a crucial 3rd and 7. Jonathan Brooks can't really go anywhere. We make them use their 2nd timeout, and now it's up to the defense again. The punt's only going to get us to about the 43, which isn't exactly ideal. As a team, I'm proud of the defense, but we've got to hold them. We've got to hold them to a stop here. Baker all the time throws one and it's out of bounds. No toe tap. Tampa Bay again, only 1 timeout. Can't imagine they run. They hit us with the play action, though. We kind of fall for it. Baker running for his life and somehow gets rid of one as Barno drills him. 1:28, 3rd and 10. Baker's going to send a man in motion. Farrell again, just fake shadowing that to make him think there's a chance and we're in man. Baker goes over the top. Stevens gets the tip off of it. And Fuller's going to get the interception. Fuller is going to try to do what J.C. Horn did last week, which is take an inconsequential return back to the house. It's not going to be there, but what a play, and the defense steps up again. And our rookie quarterback has the best feeling in the world. Your defense did their job. You get another W. And it's official, 31-23. Carolina comes out starting the season 2-0. We had 4 wins last year. We were already halfway there, and Todd Bowles and Baker, they just know they had an opportunity for this one. But our defense and our young rookie quarterback, they were the difference this afternoon. Recapping the stats, Burton does throw his first interception of the season today, but still 18-25, 236, 3 touchdowns and a pick. I'll take that every single week from the young rookie quarterback. Baker, we kind of bottled him up a lot today. Only $178, 2 touchdowns and 2 turnovers. And on the ground, Bucky Irving ran for 67 yards, did fumble twice, which hurt them a lot. One of those being on the goal line at the 1. Burton goes for 49 on the ground, 1 touchdown, leading us in rushing yards this week. Brooks only runs for 47 yards, only had 10 carries today, but I'm just really proud of the production we got from the run game and the pass game today. In the air, Irving led every receiver with 7 grabs for 28 yards and a touchdown. Jatavian Sanders, though, 2 touchdowns, the only guy getting in the end zone twice today. You love to see that. Mike Evans got a touchdown on 81 total yards. Tobin gets in the end zone for the first time in his young career. We spread the ball around a lot. Xavier Legette, I still want to get him more involved, but as you can see, from week 1 to week 2, we added about 50 or so passing yards. This team, they're getting better. And then defensively, Trevin Wallace was that guy. He forced 2 fumbles today. So both of the hits on Bucky Irving that were fumbles were forced by him. Just unreal play by him across the board. From a sack perspective, we only got to the quarterback once, and that was Derek Brown. And interceptions, you saw one of them. But Brandon Stevens, despite tipping one earlier, got one of his own. And then obviously Jordan Fuller sealing the deal at the end of the game. We saw what he's done across week 1 and week 2, but to put it in perspective, he's averaging about 200 yards per game, 2 touchdowns per game, and then having an interception is not great. But he's only been sacked 3 times in his first 2 games. But on the ground, he's been a heavy contributor. Brooks has been great with 147 on the ground. But having Burton be as agile and quick as he is to just move around and put the defense in really stressful situations and take it out of Wildcat or take it on a boot or just go up the middle on a QB blast, that is a whole different dynamic that is putting the defense really on edge. So While Burton is still figuring out the passing side, and he's going to progress there more as we open up the playbook more and more to his side, what he's doing on the ground game might not just win him Rookie of the Year, but a playoff game or maybe two. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys on the next one.